Good day, viewers at home. Welcome to another episode of Intimate Conversations with Isa Favorite. It is December, can you believe it? Like, sometimes you think, where did the year go? At the same time, you hear people saying, hey, can 2023 go now? We've had enough of it. It feels like it's been a short year, yet a very long year. And when December comes, it means what? It means festive season. By September already, when you went to the shops, you actually found that they were already starting with Christmas decorations and all that and all that. And generally, Christmas time, it's a joyous time, it's a happy time, it's a what, or it's a perception. The reality of it, sometimes it's not actually true. During this time, some people struggle a lot because those that are called amagaiza or working far from home, they now go home. And when they go home, there's so much pressures. Abo auntie, nabo mama, nabo koko, nabo bani, asking all sorts of questions or having all sorts of expectations on you. That is the one side. Then you also have those who do not have families. This becomes a lonely time because they remember the times when they had people. So there's just a whole lot of things that are happening. And with all the interest rates that have been going up and up and up in the years, finances are not, for some or majority of people, finances are not really financing. Things are just not happening the way they are supposed to happen. It's like life has taken its own direction. And that can cause a whole lot of stress on you as an individual, to an extent of affecting your mental health. So I thought, before we close, because this is our last for the year. I'm actually going on a season break. After this one, we will see each other in 2024. I'm doing this in the beginning. I'm going to do it again in the end. That's me. But I thought, why don't we just take a reflection of saying, how do you navigate this festive season? If you find yourself worried or concerned about a number of things, how do you navigate this season so that at the end of the year and beginning of 2024, you are still sane? You have not gone with the festive season. You know me. I just come up with these topics and I find people. And I've got my sister. She's not a stranger. You know her. You know, once I start talking mental health issues and all that, I have Pastor Getty with me. Welcome, Neugazi.
Thank you.
Thank you again, as always, for agreeing to be a guest.
Thank you. It never fails to be an honor to be in your show. Good afternoon to you and your viewers and your subscribers. Yes, it's indeed unbelievable that we are closing the year.
We are closing the year. It's December.
Yes.
Yes. So, I've done a whole lot of brief in my introduction, trying to set the tone so that our viewers can. But, mental health remains an important aspect, and we find ourselves a lot talking about it these days.
Yes.
Because it seems life is not the way we knew it.
No, it's not. We are navigating a very difficult terrain.
Extremely.
The terrain, if you watch motorsports, there's this luxury race, Formula One, the one that goes to Monte Carlo, Italy, and then there's this other one that goes to the Sahara Desert.
Okay.
That is the most strenuous one.
I can imagine.
Yeah, because they take the vehicles to the roughest terrains, water, hills, mountains. So 2023 it's a Dakar rally.
Okay. Oh yes.
The Dakar rally. So
it's the
like
one with 4x. You need your off-road vehicles.
Definitely.
That you see them going.
And the courage to allow the vehicle to look up and still believe you are not overturning. 2023 seems like a full-time Dakar rally.
Yes, it's one. We cannot help but be grateful that we are here.
Yes.
We've seen December because, yes, it's been a Dakar.
There would have been many reasons where we could have been deleted.
Yes.
There have been many reasons where we could have deleted ourselves
Yes.
because of the pressure, because of the challenges, because of the goals not coming together. Our passions waned along the way. Somewhere around June, you thought, no, I'm throwing away this one.
Yeah.
It's not going to come right.
You
It's
know-
not making sure.
Yes, yes. You know, this year, one of the terms that came out a lot was "it's not make sure."
It's not make
I-
sure.
2023 did not make sure. So, with all that, where we've had to navigate this Dakar rally of a year, then there's this added pressure of 2 weeks. You know that festive season is 2 weeks?
Definitely. No, you are teaching me today.
It's actually
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
It starts on the 16th of December.
Yeah.
Okay, this year our president said we're having the 15th also as a holiday, thanks to
Yes.
Amapoke. We, you know.
Well done,
so,
Poke.
Well done to the Pokes. So it's going to start on the 15th.
Yeah.
I have a friend of mine who usually says, South Africa, December, it's not a month. It's something else, because she's from Zim. So she says, you South Africans in December, something happens. It's like something happens in December. But it's not the whole of December. 15th, 2023 is going to, you see how 2023 is dramatic? It even starts on the 15th, not on the 16th.
You see now?
It ends on the 1st.
Yeah, immediately we do the kokoko
Kukudu,
things.
blah.
We are done. It's the new year.
So that's basically festive season is 2 weeks.
Definitely.
But that 2 weeks can either has a potential to take you to a mental institution.
It's a validated, Sis Nomsa. Not validated as being correct. No. It is validated by our society,
Yes.
by our history, by our economic stance as a people. If you and I go back to our growing up days, I know as somebody raised around Gauteng that on the 15th, Kumba fires must come out.
Yebo.
It's on.
It's ziyawa.
Yes.
Ziyakhala.
You don't need an excuse. And in those days, it was beautiful, Sis Nomsa, because every family was your family. You didn't wait for cookies to be in your own home.
Even if you did not have,
Yes.
you still
Go to the neighbors
you celebrated.
and were given
Yes.
Khamer juice and cookies
Ngechemer, wakhuluma ngechemer.
and chicken, anything.
Yes.
Hence, us as a nation, this festive season takes us to another level of wanting to have fun by all means.
By all means, at all costs.
All cost, and wanting to find yourself happy, whether there is a reason or there is none. And you don't understand if somebody is not happy.
Yeah.
If you're pushing somebody, it's festive, man, come on. Get into the mood.
Iqala ngo-November at work, where people telling you that they don't feel like
Working,
like,
yeah.
Yeah,
Coming to work is so difficult, especially Monday morning.
you know, so the pressures, societal pressures, self-imposed pressures, and all those pressures it's too much for the human being. How then, you know, as I was looking, I was just browsing the net. It says a survey that was done by YouGov found that a quarter of people says that Christmas makes their mental health worse.
Definitely.
So for those people that are having mental health issues, who are on antidepressants and all that, the survey says, during this time of the year, it gets worse.
It gets worse, and they are telling the truth. Because, as you have just said in your intro, the people who are working far are coming home.
Yeah.
Some of the people who are working far are actually my stress triggers. But I was coping when they were not around, when I was not dealing with them every day. But now they are coming home. and they depress me. They are coming with those questions. There's the social pressure. When are you getting married? And if you are married, where are the children? If you have children, how is the report card of the children?
Hey.
What are they doing
Hey.
in life? Are they progressing? Are they passing? If they did pass, at what extent? What?
Bayaphi next year.
Yes.
If bayaphi.
Yes. If they were on their final year, are they completing? So this closeness, this proximity we're having as family members brings up certain issues that we sometimes don't like even ourselves. But when we are by ourselves, we're able to bury them and not entertain them. But now that my cousin has come back, my cousin is going to ask me all those sensitive questions which I'm not ready to answer.
Yeah.
And so I wish I could avoid her. But how will I avoid her or him if this person we last met last year? What kind of a person am I? So it questions my humanity. It questions my sense of self. It questions my identity. It questions my family bonds.
And how do you find that balance? How do you then, with all that and protecting yourself versus all the questions that you have, how do you find a balance? Is it possible to find a balance? And if yes, how do you? Because I believe you met her first before the family bonds
you.
and all.
Thank
you
you.
are number one.
Thank you.
Because
very critical.
if you are not okay, the family bonds are not gonna okay you. They're gonna mess you up and continue with their lives afterwards. So how do we help somebody to navigate all those?
Yeah, I think it's a very good question. Let's encourage people to have that self-worth, self-concept, self-care,
Self-care.
self-reflection of saying, okay, Katie, where are you in this? Will you be attending every party? Will you be attending every slaughtering of a cow? Do you need to be there? Be fair to yourself and be kind to yourself. You know, I've been enjoying this TikTok thing that is going on about a lady who say, can I have a beetroot? And they're telling her that we told you there's no beetroot. And then she say, so am I going to eat only with this butternut and archer and the kosolo? They say yes, and the kosolo. So now, you know, they're being honest. As a people, as Africans, as South Africans, can we learn to be honest, and our honesty to extend to every gender and every level? Kona, it's difficult.
It's difficult.
It's difficult, and it's quite challenging. We're not used to it. We grew up under the pressure that says, Auntie has slaughtered a cow. We must all go to Auntie's house.
I remember growing up, when you're talking about that, it's Christmas.
Yes.
We all expected, we were in Soweto, so all of us might go to my uncle's place.
Yes.
But me and Swangile, we know good. So, and the kids in the street have got this thing planned.
Yes.
So we want to be with everyone. But it's Christmas. Everyone must go gamalume. And we know that we're actually going to get there, we're going to eat and sit. So my family is not the, hey, let's dance type of a family. No, so you eat and you sit, and the elders sit there and talk, and the kids sit here. And we're thinking, oh, Ziyawa must like strategy. They're going to the park. We decided, no, we're not going. Just when we saw my uncle's car turning and coming, we decided we are running. We're running. We're young, about 12-ish. And then Colin saw us, my cousin. Colin, go and get them. He's coming after us. No, we ran, but ultimately we must come back. So ultimately he catches up with us. We go back. Oh, Mom Kulu says, you don't want to go. Like, yeah. Like, no, I don't want to go. Daddy, laba, abafuna ukuya kaMalume.
Yes.
Abaphumi la endlini.
Yes.
Angisho ngiphekile.
Yes.
Ukudla kukhona.
Yes.
You're gonna eat and you're gonna stay here, then we were punished.
Of course, that's the culture of the people who raised us.
We were shame.
We look
we
by
just
the
opened
window.
the door, and we did not, because we will not dare
No.
go out. When you think about it, so from a young age, your ability to choose is taken away
Thank
from
you. Yes, I was coming to that, Sis Nomsa. That can we allow the individuality of family members to freely express itself? Because it's key for mental health.
It is.
It's key for mental stability. That I don't find myself in a place. You don't know what triggers me when we are there. You don't know. It's a time where some of the family secrets may come out. Which were never known.
Yes.
But because we're putting pressure that we must all go to Uncle Saul's
and
house
all.
by fire, by
force.
all means. And you don't know that Uncle Saul sexually molested me. But if you keep putting pressure on me, I'm going to tell you something that is going to mess
whole
everybody's
family.
Christmas.
Relationships will be messed up.
Bridges are going to be bent.
Yes.
So if we learn to, it's difficult. I'm learning, I've learned it in 2023. To even living with my last born, who's able, sometimes I'm so excited. Can you go to the mall? He says, Ma, me, I want to stay indoors. I say, what are you planning to do indoors? No, I just want to stay at home. Is it wrong?
No.
So, okay.
No.
All right, stay. I thought I'm going to chill with you at the mall.
I don't want to.
I don't want to.
I choose me.
Hey.
And I've had to learn. I think my last born, Ubonga, taught me that.
Yeah.
Because from a young age, he's been I call him my special child.
Yes.
Because from a young, his individuality has always been. There was a year we were on holiday in Durban, and we are all going somewhere. He said, I'm not going.
Yeah.
He was 9 years.
Yeah.
Said, I don't want to go. I was like, Bonga, what are you going to do? He says, no, I'm going to go to the pool and swim. And can I order room service?
Yeah.
I said, yes. And at that time, I left him.
Yes.
I was like, okay, what is the use of forcing him to go with? All of us are going to have fun. He doesn't want to. And he stayed in.
You see what it comes to, Sis Noms? Your introverted personality.
Yes.
And your extroverted personality.
Yes.
This is the time where we believe everybody wants to dance and have fun, but there are others who want to read a book and settle in a
Can
corner.
I sit all by myself?
Yeah.
And think and be lost in my own thoughts.
Exactly.
But generally, society doesn't allow you to
No,
do that.
no.
It seems like there's something wrong with you.
Yes.
As we say, it's like this joy, it's forced on you, even if you don't, even if you have no reason. Maybe sometimes you have no reason to be joyous, but it's forced on you.
Somewhere you must find a pill. Where did they get the pill to drink and
Drink it and
get joyous and get into the mood? I'm having issues. I failed APC. I had a project. It collapsed in my hands. I'm still reflecting and planning how am I going to pursue the same project in 2024.
Yeah.
I don't believe I failed. I believed I missed some things here and there.
yes.
I'm introspecting, and you don't allow me the freedom to introspect.
Or sometimes, I've made the example of growing up because, excuse me, that's how we were brought up.
Yeah.
We then believe we must continue to people please. So
Definitely.
that we are saying one way of protecting your mental health, pause and say, do I really need to go?
Thank you. Yes. Do I want to be part of that? Do I want to be at the mall with 6,000 other people? Do I want to be in traffic? Do I want to be at the Kruger Park? Oh, the Kruger Park. There's a time where I even felt the animals are shocked. Where are these people coming from?
Because everyone is there.
Everyone is at the Kruger Park.
And it's hot.
And the really thing that really presses my wrong buttons at the Kruger Park, sometimes when we're all there, we're not there for the animals. We park the car, we put the car on full volume, and we dance.
Because we want to have
We
fun.
just wanted to be with the crowd.
That's all. We wanted to go out. It's Christmas. Let's all go out. Let's all go.
Poor elephants.
And the heat is unbearable in December. So really, you
Yeah.
can go any other day. So we're saying, then ask yourself, do I really need to go there? You don't feel forced, don't feel compelled
Thank you.
to be part of the family gathering.
you, yes.
Don't feel really part of protecting your mental health is exactly that, where respectfully so.
Assertively, the term of assertiveness,
That's where it comes
it
in.
means having the ability to express what you need with tact, respectfully, and also consider the feelings of the other people.
But don't, I can't find, don't shortchange yourself
For the
for the
sake,
sake of
yes.
others.
Thank you.
You matter because when you are
yes.
okay, then everyone will be okay.
You are worthy of your space.
I am one person, I always say that my face never lies. My words can lie, my face would not lie. So if I had forced, I've learned now not to force myself. If I don't want to be in a place, my face will tell you.
Yeah.
I remember the other time I was like, you don't seem like you are here. Like, no, I'm just tired. But I'm like, I knew that. No, that's a lie. You're not tired. You really don't want to be here.
Yes.
So we need to really,
As a people, let's own up the accountability for every family member. Yes, it's important to, in fact, Sis Nomsa, the best system would be, as we start the December month, we have a family meeting. We gather as a family. We find out, what's your plan? What would make this festive work for you? What will make this festive work for you? And you and all of us, and we put our plans together. When you say, but then I see you prefer a movie, you prefer Kruger Park, you prefer a mall, but when do we gather as one?
as one.
Which activity would we have that bears our mark as a family? We give, you see, like the traffic at the sea, Durban, where you ask yourself, the sea never goes away at any time in the year. The sea is always, there. Why are we frustrating the sea? We arrive in December.
All of us.
All of us.
All of us.
All 6 billion of us, South Africans, we are
Flocking.
all at the sea.
Oh my goodness.
Some don't even see what the purpose of being in the sea is all about.
Yeah.
Let's develop a new culture towards festive. Still enjoy, still have those family unions. Remember, there's also that financial implication.
We're coming to that.
Yes.
We actually, yes. So we were talking about the individuality.
Yes.
Let's actually tap into that.
Yeah.
Because now, the gatherings don't come without a financial implication.
No, they're not by magic.
No.
No.
I've said in my intro, we've had a very tough year.
It's been a very negative economy.
Everyone will tell you bond repayment
Oh, my
has
word.
gone, has
Oh,
gone.
my word.
What I was paying
Petrol.
in 2020, what to now, I'm paying 4-5K more than what so it means that 4K, your salary has not grown with that amount.
Yes.
So fuel, food, everything has gone up. And then you must now all be contributing 3,000 rands for one
more.
day. For one day. Young Christmas.
Definitely.
1 meal that you're gonna eat.
For beetroot. We must try and look forward, look ahead. What do we want to do with the money? You know how the festive, if we are not wise, we don't tap into wisdom. Going forward. See how close is the festive to school opening. How close after festive is school opening, and I don't know this culture. I've never found a reference of the culture for Christmas clothes, but I've never entertained that culture. My children know from childhood I've never entertained Christmas clothes culture. I have said, what's different with the Christmas clothes?
Quite honestly, I think now it's not as rife as it
Yes,
was.
yes.
What has become rife now, and I'm also equally guilty, is the 31st and the fire
Crackers.
crickets.
Yes.
Yo, siyafola to go and buy them.
Yes.
And then somebody says, Mara, you're gonna burn your money. Are you aware that you
You are burning your money.
and I usually when I go, because I usually go and buy around about the 27th to 28th to avoid the crowds of the because I love them and my boys love them.
Yes.
You know, and probably I'm probably gonna buy them this year. I don't know. But sometimes you look, ne? Even you see that this person somehow nale mali ayikho kahle.
Yes. That's the painful part.
Mara,
She must or he must.
hey, my 100 shoot.
It must happen.
It must happen.
Who said so? Who? And January is coming. We need money for school fees. We need money for school shoes. We need money for varsity enrollment.
All
We
these
need
things.
money for groceries in the house, for food. That's why even there'll be increase in conflicts again in
Again now,
January.
yes, because then-
marriages are going to break in January.
I've heard a whole lot of people who will actually say he went home spenda imali yonke that was meant for school fees
Yes.
because somehow it's like something.
We're trying to impress somebody. It's the spirit of comparison. My holiday was better than yours.
Yours.
My family had more fun than yours.
Yours. And then we also have, and there's nothing wrong, where now all these pictures of food and videos of food will be trending on social media. So because I also want to post and be seen that I had, then we put unnecessary pressure on ourselves.
On ourselves.
So how do we then advise somebody on the financial aspect of things? What are your thoughts to maintain your mental health in January?
Yes.
So that January you are okay, you don't find yourself having to visit loan sharks or banks
Yes,
to
yes.
borrow money
Thank
because you did not plan properly.
Yeah, I learned by default, Sis Nomsa, that we need to learn a life of stashing a few rands here and there, diversify your money. I've learned through struggle
Yeah.
that money doesn't grow on trees.
It doesn't.
If I don't have an extra source of income, I need to manage the amount that I have.
Yes.
And if I'm aware that I have certain weaknesses which are likely to flare up because of the festive season, give somebody reliable or deposit it somewhere. That extra cash that will be needed for January. We're not saying people shouldn't have fun, they should stifle their joy. It's joy to the world. The coming of Christ is joy to the world. But then your joy must be sensible.
Yes.
You know, the Lord didn't just give us Christ, also gave us a sound mind.
Sound mind and wisdom and everything.
Yes.
Above all things.
Eh.
Wisdom is a principal thing.
It's good, you know, the ones that are raised after us as Nomsa, they are smarter.
Yeah.
I hear it sometimes from my grandchildren. When I say, can you go to the mall? They ask me, so what are you going to do? Are you going to buy us something? Are you buying us what? Ice cream? Are we going to the restaurant? Why are we going to the mall? There must be a purpose
For doing whatever
for
you
doing
do.
whatever. And I'm learning from the little ones.
Yes.
So we need to stash funds that will account for January. That will account. We don't want children falling into depression because parents did not consider that they have studied, they were writing matric, they've passed, they got all the sevens we wanted.
Yes.
We said we want sevens, they got them.
They got them.
Then I failed them as a parent because I chowed all the money impressing my friends
And family.
and family members.
So I think one of the things that I want to say is be real. Tell them that I used to be Mureki, but I can't be Mureki anymore.
No.
There is no
in
additional
past.
money for me to play mureki. So, okay, this is what I can afford. This year, I can't contribute the 3,000 that we always contribute.
Thank you.
And if you can't balance me, then I'll stay at home.
Yes, that's realistic.
That's being realistic.
That's owning your results.
Yes.
Let's own the results. Let's not just own the decision. Let's own the outcome, the consequences
Of that.
of whatever decision we took.
Equally so, even your own children, be real with them.
Yes, ma.
I saw somebody, TikTok is a very interesting space, you know. He's like, hey, Nina, now that we're going into December, stop it. Potato salad.
Yes.
Potatoes are expensive.
Yes.
Eggs are expensive.
Yes.
You'll be busy making potato salad. Do you know how expensive
So
that salad
Very smart.
is? So then, even with your children, if you were used to doing things this way, be real.
Yes. It's embarrassing from an African parent perspective to say to your children, I only have 2,000 rand.
Yeah.
Tell me how we are going to spend this 2,000 rand.
Yes.
I don't have a cent
More. And stick to that.
and stick to that.
So that they all ungathi the 2,000 and then somehow so you're because then they lose respect of your
Yes.
word. Your word loses its value.
And you don't show that you have 2,000 rand.
Yes.
You look like you've got another source somewhere.
Somewhere that is hidden somewhere.
Yeah. Live the 2,000 rand budget life.
Yes.
You said you've got 2,000. Live the budget life of
2,000
2,000.
rands.
There's nothing wrong with picnics.
Nothing.
And this country is very beautiful.
Oh, such a beautiful country.
Beautiful
So many places
country.
you can
Yes.
go to.
You drive to Sabi. The view alone.
Just the drive alone.
The drive alone.
It's beautiful.
Drive just around, what's the next town?
Graskop.
Graskop, 10 back. You have
Actually,
enough petrol on.
don't even do it on the 25th. 25th, Lalikai.
Thank you.
And do it when it's less busy. Less people on the road. You'll get to enjoy the view. So we must just learn the importance of being real with ourselves,
Yes.
being real with everyone around us for our sake and for the finances so that we own our decisions. See, let us not get lost on 2 weeks of your entire year. 365 days, and we'll get messed up in 17 days or so.
You've just mentioned two things that determine the criteria of saying somebody is mentally ill or mentally disturbed. The loss of touch with reality and the loss of consciousness.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I was just commenting to a colleague just yesterday. We were somewhere around some, you know, when you're driving through N4 and you pass one of the garages, there was already that doof environment. There's things put there, the music is all around. I said to this colleague, can you see that people are being hypnotized
Yes.
into believing a reality that does not exist? When you hear this doof, you think you've got 1 million. You open your wallet. It gets easy to buy anything, even things. It's the sound. It's giving you a hype. It's giving you a euphoric feeling. Already you are dancing there. You know, this gentleman disciplined me at one of the places where they sell food. I think I was under the influence. I bought food and I said, plus 3 drinks, the body deals. He said, Mommy, can't you have 2 liters instead? I said, oh. He said, because I know the price. My 2 liter is costing the price of 1 of your 3 buddies.
Yes.
So rather get the 2 liter and go look for plastic cups. I was already drunk from the doof around the shop.
Exactly.
The song is playing there. It's influencing your mind.
Thinking.
You think you've got 1 million. You think you are having fun. You think you are the it girl or the it guy. And January there's no music. Let's go to the shops. It's quiet like a graveyard. Like they're saying sober up.
Sober up. Speaking of that, I'm actually thinking, you highlighted that if it means that you give somebody if you don't trust
Yes,
yourself,
yes.
give your cash to
Somebody
somebody
reliable. Sorry.
Also, I think one of the things, if you know you're ill-disciplined,
Yes.
withdraw cash and stash the card away.
Thank you.
You know swiping.
And even this kiss.
So okay, withdraw cash and keep cash with you and leave.
It will limit you. Because every time you want to pull a note, your conscience asking, do you need to?
So that when January comes,
We are stable, but we are stable. We don't frustrate the kids. That's why with January when you go to the shops, there's screams of children all around because the parent is only enough for 2 scribbles of book, a pen, the money is
and
finished.
it's finished. Actually, make it a habit that before the 16th comes, I'm sure the stationery list, you already have it. Go and buy.
Definitely.
So that by the time you go and buy 100 shooters and everything, you have already taken care of stationery, you've taken care of uniform.
It's wise, ma. It's very wise. It's realistic.
That is being realistic.
It's living within your means.
Then when you say to the children at home, Mamelan, it's not make sure, my budget is not make sure. This is what I have, because I have already done this and this and this for your future. Imali ya malume, you've put it aside. Because malume must transport the kids to school. You've put money aside for malume.
Those are that is the real life that we are living, the day-to-day life.
Take care of that. And if you are struggling on a month to month to make it with your salary, December is not going to be miracle.
There's no manner. Be at peace with, having your own little braai with a piece of chalk on the coals. Just one. Don't.
At least the smell say braai will be shush, and there's the shush.
It's done. It's done. You know how our elders said sometimes they just fry onion for no reason, just to report to the neighbors that we are also cooking.
Because those are the little things that haven't. Because when you've done that, the reality. Have you ever spent money?
Eish.
And then you won. Then there's this heaviness that comes to say,
yes,
Mara,
depression.
You were not supposed to spend that money. And then something. So imagine.
Sleepless night.
And somehow, for those that get paid month end, December gets to be long because you paid earlier than month end.
Yes.
So those are the realities that we must come alive to.
Yes, ma.
Then there's the one, I want us to talk to those that have either gone through a divorce.
Yes.
So this will be their first Christmas without the partner.
Yeah.
They've lost a parent, they've lost a sibling, they've lost somebody. So this is your first festive season without this person.
Yes.
I can imagine that probably when already there's a noting that is starting to happen, there's knots that are happening on the inside of them as December has begun.
Yes.
How do they navigate this time so that they are okay?
Thank you, Sis Nomsa. It's a call to humanity. We normally say singabantu, ubuntu, umuntu ngabantu.
Yes.
And then we say we are Christian. We are my brother's keeper and my sister's keeper. I feel I would advocate that it moves from our mouth to actions. Somebody did that for me, Sis Nomsa. When my marriage broke down in October, obviously December I was a mess.
Yeah.
I was just a bundle of mess. And that person did it so decently, with such maturity, with such sensitivity, with such consideration. It's me who reflected to say, oh, by the way. They didn't say, they just called and said, we know you like they have a business of making food. We know you like our meals. So we thought we are making you a Christmas lunch. Please come and join us. This lunch is dedicated to you. It didn't click to me why they are doing this.
They-
Really, I was excited because my children had gone to be supportive to their spouse. I was really alone. And it's December, it's Christmas Day. They said Christmas Day we are spending it at our house because we want you to taste the meal. We know you love the meal so much. And I was excited. As I was driving there, my mind did not do the maths of why. And then when I was there, my spirits were high. I was not morose. I was not
Yes.
counting my sorrows. I just said, okay, they're really giving me a treat of their meals. And they really decorated the table formally with a running mat and glasses and, the whole...
shebang.
Thank you. And there was a first course, a starter.
Oh, wow.
Thank you. Main meal and a dessert. And there was a cake baked. We took our time. We even made a cake for you. Only, I think I was in the second piece of the cake. I said, nah, man. It's not about the food. These people calculated. And they thought this woman is alone. That's Ubuntu in action. And then to our listeners and our viewers, we're not encouraging splurging on money. We're encouraging whatever a person has. It can be from your vegetable garden. Just remember that it's good to share. And it can be calling the person for a picnic. Also, don't show that you are doing it
Because you are feeling sorry for them or something.
Consult also not to say, but we don't want you to be alone. The person may take offense to say, who told you I have a problem if I'm alone? I never said I have a problem with being alone. So we need God's grace, we need tech, we need wisdom, how to be supportive to such people at a time like this. Because sometimes others have just buried somebody they love. And some they do not want to be around people. And it's not wrong. It's the way they are grieving and the way they are mourning. So we need a tech as a people of how to override those situations, like bringing a flowers, bringing a bowl of fruit salad,
Or something.
yes, or something, without talking too much about anything. Just saying, we thought of you, and this is what we're bringing. Do you want us to stay or to go? Let the person have the
Choice.
yes. We don't impose ourselves to say, no, we know how we are feeling. Here we are here to solve the problem for you.
And so that is us reaching out to the people.
Yes.
And to the people themselves who are in that situation,
Thank
who
you.
do not know,
What?
who's wondering, what do we say to them? How do they navigate this when they are feeling so, all these emotions, all those emotions, when you're speaking of your marriage, I remember that my first Christmas after my divorce, we went, because we generally went away during December. So I was, when you're still unsure, who are you, what?
Yes.
So
yes.
we planned a holiday with the boys, and I remember when we came back, my eldest was saying, it went okay.
Yes.
I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
But we survived.
Definitely.
It was okay,
Yeah.
I was like, because we all had our fears. We may not have voiced them out,
Yes,
all of us, but everyone had a concern that how do we navigate this first Christmas
Yeah.
on our
Without
own?
another family member.
I also know of having, I lost my younger brother who always spent Christmas with me. I lost him in October of the other year.
Yeah.
So that year
Was fresh.
fresh, I remember that on Christmas Day, I didn't want to do anything, and luckily the friends that we had were also they also understood. But it was during our Kruger days, so the next day, 26th, we still went to Kruger, packed as Kruger is. So when you spoke about Kruger, I know Kruger in December and all that. No, but yeah, because it's one of those things that also becomes very difficult to.
It gets pronounced.
You reminded.
The volume gets louder.
Louder.
That you are alone.
Yes.
And you are going through this.
Yes.
As you are saying, how do we address them? Firstly, we can forward a word of affirmation that your feelings are valid.
They are valid.
And your feelings matter. And you are worthy, whether there is somebody next to you or there is no person. Don't cut yourself off from the people that are willing to be with you simply on the basis that I'm still mourning or I'm still grieving. Yes, allow yourself space, but it could also be part of helping with the grieving, helping with the loss, to engage in some communal activities. I like what some of the races do, our other cultures in South Africa. Those like widowed, orphaned, they take this time to give support to others.
Yes.
Going out to the orphanages, going out to visit widows, going out to visit old age homes.
Yes.
For those who were not visited by other people. But some people say misery loves company. Why are you going there? We are all going to cry. There's nothing that's going to be good coming out of there. But yeah, statistically, Lifeline, mental health wards, casualties, SAPS, correctional facilities experience high rates of people during the festive season.
Yeah.
Because the loss becomes more intense, then they want to attempt to take their lives. We are asking them to shout for help.
Yeah.
Ask somebody to just listen, even if they can't do anything, just to listen, just to be heard, to know that somebody is hearing me without judgment.
Yes. Yes.
And then we avail ourselves to help. But when we are out, it's out of your league. You can't swim in that pool.
Yes.
You refer and ask for extra help.
Help, yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes we understand things because we have gone through them.
Yeah.
Like somebody minimizing somebody's divorce. Now there are so many fish in the sea.
See.
It's hurting. I miss the fish.
This fish that I had. No, I don't want another one in the sea. Doesn't matter what the fish did to me.
I'm just missing the shark I was living with. So please don't tell me about the
Other
others.
fish that are in the sea. Yeah.
So if the support system identifies that what the person is expressing, I don't have the resources to cope with, rather than doing extra damage,
Yes.
seek for assistance. Yes, I respect those people, even if they call us in awkward hours, like refer them to pastors, social workers, psychologists, medical people, chaplains. They'll help.
They'll help. I think also on that, for the one that is in a situation, also know where to express how you feel.
That is critical.
I have learned.
Oh my God.
That it is not everyone who's worthy to listen to what you're going through.
Definitely.
Because have you ever spoken to someone and you realize that you don't get it? When you look at them like,
it's
Shem,
tea.
I'm sorry to have actually placed this on you.
Yeah.
Because you don't get it.
Yeah.
And I don't think you'll ever get it.
Yes.
So you are not worthy of me sharing. It doesn't matter how much of a friend or whatever, how tight we are, but this is not for you.
It's beyond. You don't have the resources to address it.
Yes. So, because what happens is sometimes when you are hurting, sometimes you just want to express your hate.
Yes,
And in expressing, when you express it to the wrong people, you end up getting more hate.
definitely. I was just telling you that this cut is really painful. And then you turn around, how did you cut yourself? But why aren't you cautious when you're walking? You couldn't have sustained this cut if you were careful. But
Sifike njani?
so we encourage also in mental health this critical festive time. If the person is alone, there's no family support, to get a pet.
Ne?
Pets are very therapeutic, but find your match.
I shame because I'm listening to you.
Because
I'm like, I so do not do
Some
pets.
people are
If you
dog
don't-
people, some people are cat people, some people are birds people.
Whatever it is.
I think I'm fish people.
Really, I do not pet. No, I don't pet. I'll find I'll find another hobby to do.
Yes.
But I think basically we're saying find something
To occupy your
that
time.
will help you to navigate this time,
The
because the reality
loneliness.
it's magnified on the 26th,
Oh my word.
on the 25th, 26th, 31st, 1st. It gets so magnified than any other day.
Mrs. Nomsa, as we are talking, my mind is reminded of even the fake loves
Yeah.
that come with the festive season.
Yeah.
And these are the fake loves most commonly. We're not saying all of them. Most commonly, these are the ones that are full at the mall. And they are frustrating the newly divorced,
Hey.
who can literally burst into tears
Yeah.
at a mall, and other people don't realize, why are you crying? Or can cause somebody to want to commit suicide.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can cause somebody's depression to get worse, only to find that they don't have the information.
Yeah.
There is nothing going on here. These people are on a temporary schedule. January, they go their own ways. Somebody in the team is not aware that the bouquet have come for the cup.
They are passing by.
Going back to South
They are
Africa.
passing.
Yes.
And then you're looking at them and you're thinking, ooh,
This is
why am I so
wonderful.
lonely? Why am I so miserable?
Some people live in Kescott.
Shem, I once left a troll. Speaking of that, Jesus.
It happens.
Literally.
Yes, you
that
burst into
day,
tears.
That day, I literally, and no, it wasn't festive season. And it just seemed like everywhere
Everybody
around
has
me
a partner.
is happy. I literally, inside of Pick and Pay, I could not.
Yeah.
I left the trolley with my things. I went to the car and I cried. I called a friend. She came, but before she could get there, this poor white woman came to the window. Ma'am, are you okay?
Yes.
I'm okay. My friends came to get me. I'm like, what's wrong? It seems everyone around me
Is in love and is happy. Let's not be maybe forgetful of all sources norms. This is the time when people get trafficked and kidnapped.
Yes.
Because they couldn't accept that everybody has a girlfriend, everybody has a boyfriend, everybody's
must
happy.
have one.
I must find myself at a restaurant sharing milkshake. And being fed chicken, just play with yourself, be realistic, feed yourself with the other hand. Just do something for yourself.
And we actually are laughing, but that is the reality. To
Yeah.
say, do not put yourself in this unnecessary pain
Pressure.
and pressure. Ayadlula la malanga, they're just passing by, man. It's gonna be back to normal and life will continue. We can go on. Ne?
A lot.
We can go on. I realize we're not doing well on time.
Okay, sorry. Sorry.
Someone keeps pointing me.
It's a very nostalgic time for me.
You know?
The other day I had it on post to say, Festive is very nostalgic for me. You're with people who don't beg you, who offend you to your face, and then they're not sorry.
They're not.
Like my uncles who say, Sisi, what's by drama? because in my family we are tiny, ne? But I've gone way off.
Yes,
And they
according
say-
to what is normal to them.
Yes, they're all tiny and fitting that. Sisi, what's about it drum? But they're my family. I can't say people.
And
And my other cousin, definitely, it's her song of the year. Ushima ne maramzal. Ushima, ushimile. I've never met a girl who you shimmed.
so you already know what is coming.
I already know
What is coming.
That song is coming.
Your drum is coming. So you either, I always say, put on your big girl panties.
Yes, ma.
Wakupule, so that it comes and it
And you move on.
ingangeni.
Yes,
Don't
ma'am.
put it, don't internalize it. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming through. It's been a beautiful year with you. We've touched on a whole lot of topics, and we're still gonna continue in
I
2024.
appreciate.
You know, what are your parting words on everything that we've talked about? What are the things that you want to amplify for our viewers at home?
Thank you, Sis Noms. And now to the viewers, I wish to wish everybody a peaceful and a happy Christmas and a prosperous 2024. Let's remember we've got one life to live. Let us live it well.
Oh, one life to live it well. You've heard it, viewers at home. We've spoken about so many things, but if you find yourself feeling very worn down in this season, it will pass. Seek help. Seek help. Don't put unnecessary pressure on yourself. Like I said, it's 2 weeks. Then we back 2024. Ufigile has got its own expectations because life doesn't stop because festive has come. So try to be kind to yourself. Try to make sure that you do not people please, but you take care of you first because you matter. It is no use for you to go and spend money that you do not have because of the festive season. And come January, life is hard because it's been hard already as it is. So don't add unnecessary pressure on yourself. Be kind to yourself. Set realistic goals. Be truthful. Be truthful to everyone around you. If they don't like your truth, it's okay. It is your truth. It's not their truth. They don't have to like it. As long as it works for you, you are okay. Thank you for 2023. It's been a beautiful year. We started in April. We are in December. I can't believe. I just want to wish you all a beautiful, beautiful festive season, Christmas holiday into the new year. To my team, oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm blessed with an amazing team. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you. Let's see each other in 2024.